Sounds good. To the gridiron, Dak Prescott ready to make a splash in 2022. He's telling reporters he's the healthiest he's been in a long time, and also said he's confident in his locker room because they're ready to prove people wrong. Shannon, do you like what Dak said, or do you have a problem with it?
I don't care what Dak says. Dak takes a cue from his owner. All they do is yap. All they do is run their mouth about every year. And
every year.
Their fan base, this is going to be our year. We're going to win the Super Bowl. And they've been saying this for 26 years, and they have not come close to winning the Super Bowl. So I don't care what Dak says. Now, all of a sudden, the locker room was the issue. They cleaned up their locker room and everything. Ooh, we're going to make y'all eat them words. Stop. Just go play. Show me. I want you to show me that I'm going to eat my words. Don't tell me about it. Show me.
So, to your point, every single year I've had to live with Dak Prescott saying, I cannot wait to prove everybody wrong. And he is now going into, believe it or not, year 7 as the starting quarterback for my Dallas Cowboys. Year 7, and he has won a grand total of 1 playoff game in 7 seasons. Or 6 seasons, obviously, going into 7. The problem is that in the big picture, if you really look hard at my football team, it got a little worse through the offseason.
They did.
And the Eagles got a lot better through the offseason. The Eagles are a serious threat to my Dallas Cowboys. But Dak keeps saying, I'm going to prove them wrong. How? With what?
What is wrong? I mean, you just think, okay, win the division. No, the Cowboys, Jerry and Steven keep telling us every year, this team is as talented as those Super Bowl teams. I have that level of expectations, and those expectations aren't met. All they do is talk, and Dak has gotten on the train of talking.
Okay.
Well, he made
Great
$75
stuff
million
this morning, guys. We're out of time. We got to go. Stick around, though, everybody. The Herd.
Talk. I just sick of talking. Ruben Walls, welcome, Ruben, to being a channel member. Make sure you go to the community tab. I need to repost that because down in there deep is the link to our Thrive site so we can make sure we get you your shot glass. Appreciate that. All right, I know it's Tuesday night. It's like 8:02, but we have some interesting news here, and I wanted to do this with you guys because you know how I roll. You know how I roll. You know, we are literally held hostage by
Held hostage at the whim of a madman. The whim of a madman.
I like that. Yeah, we are held hostage by the whim of a madman. I hope everybody's doing good. The reason we are here right now, Mark is a talking head. Well, I do have a head, and I do talk from my head, so I guess that does make me a talking head. Hunt Swagall? Are you new here, buddy? Because I don't think I've seen you here before. So welcome to the channel. Welcome. You're probably, are you an Eagle fan? If you're an Eagle fan, I got this for you.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh, okay. You just updated your payment. Okay, cool. Well, look, here's why we're here. Bam. Right there. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Right there. 100 days, 10 minutes, and 45 seconds from right now, the NFL season kicks off. Woo-wee. And so we're going to drop below 100 in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. And I wanted to share that with you guys because we're on the downhill side. We're on the downhill side to the NFL season kicking off. Aren't you excited? Listen, aren't you? I can't think of anybody better to share this with. Seriously. Too much? Well, this is big news. Guys, usually I start the clock at like 1:30, 1:35. You know, you're sitting there looking like, oh, it's over 100 days. Right now, we're below 100 days and 10 minutes. Ooh-wee. Reginald Roberts. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a lot to just even trying to get the stuff together. We're going to be leaving not this Saturday, but the following Saturday to drive to Texas. If you can drive nonstop, which I don't know how you can without gas, it's about 19 and a half hours of driving. It's 1,300 miles. And we are going to have a crew of people. We're going to go down there. We're going to try and do some work for Stu. So if he gets out of the hospital and gets to go home, he'll have an extreme makeover. And his mother will definitely be able to live in the house better with some things fixed. You know, insulation in the attic, windows that all close, and doors that keep the geckos from running in the house and stuff, and making sure the lights and the ceiling fans and all that stuff work. We're going to go down and do stuff because life is about giving back, and that's what we're working on doing. But do you see that? Do you see that? Super Live TV, 1 year as a tailgate member. I'm with you. I'm ready for football. Now, I don't know about you. Did y'all remember that there's USFL football? Mike, are they still playing football? I'll be honest, I forgot that there's USFL. Who does?
The unknown brother of the Diggs plays in USFL.
The unknown brother? Okay, well, if he's playing in USFL, he's definitely the unknown brother.
Yeah, 1 year at Washington. So,
Oh, he's lucky he got out of there alive, man. Shoot, he was in Washington.
for 1 year.
Shout out to my son Rio, who was at Ashburn today with the Washington Commanders football team. And Carson Wentz and Ron Rivera and everything else. Coco, what's up, Coco? Coco, I just saw you on Instagram and liked one of your pictures there, girl. Is that why you? That's why you're here, because he's like, oh, I forgot about Mark. Yeah, shout out to you. So we're just kind of wasting some time here because we got 7 minutes and 45 seconds to get under 100, okay? Tomorrow's a big day. We're back on the field with OTAs. Some of the media will be there, so there'll be some clips and stuff that we'll see. You know, we'll hear about a player that looks great here, who's going to be the next Hall of Famer, or, you know, Tyler Smith going to be the next Larry Allen, and you know, we'll hear some stuff. You know, it's the off season, and everything sounds good right now because we are just thirsty for anything football. You're cool, Mark. Much respect. I don't know. No, you know what? I mean, I'm cool because there is an air conditioning vent that's right here. It is blowing on me, so I do feel cool, but I'm not really cool. You know, I'm really kind of a nerd, to be quite honest with you. But looking and listening to the hate that we get with the Dallas Cowboys, you know what's kind of funny? Let me see if I still have this. So Deshaun Watson is going to face, actually, one more of his accusers actually has come out and said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put a lawsuit out there for him too. But this is kind of funny to me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, here it is. On the Twitter, you know, Twitter don't play. Here's what's kind of interesting to me. Now, we had Stephen A. Smith talking today saying that I'm sick of Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, he got to show me something. You know, they lost to San Francisco, you know, in the first round. They didn't score 20 points, you know, and it's time for him to step up and do something. Okay. We hear that Dak's numbers are, you know, he's dinking and dunking, or they're empty calories, or they don't mean because they're meaningless games. Am I right? That's what they say. They're meaningless games, right? Here's what's kind of funny. Take a look at this. I saw this today, and I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Because the way they make it sound is, if you're not winning, it's the quarterback's fault. Forget about the stats. Oh, that's garbage time. It didn't matter, right? So then I see this post right here about Deshaun Watson. Anyone holding 4-12 against Deshaun Watson? Watson led the league in passing. Well, the Cowboys had the number one offense. Completed 70% of his passes. Okay, I believe Dak Prescott was like right there at 70% of his passes. Right, was 3-1 with the TD to interception ratio. Let's see, Dak Prescott had 37 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So that was like 3.7 to 1 ratio. Right. So that was actually a better ratio. Now, I won't say that we had our best wide receiver traded, but we had one of our wide receivers miss half the season, another one that checked out. But be that as it may, while being sacked 49 times. He even rushed for 444 yards. And underneath it says, elite. Anybody else see a difference here? They were 4 and 12. Weren't some of those yards, as they call it, meaningless, empty calories, garbage time? Anybody? Anybody? Or it's just me? It's just me, right? I'm just saying that we go 12 and 5 and make it to the playoffs. They're 4 and 12. He's got great numbers. Oh, he's elite.
What the hell's going on out here?
Oh shit! Oh man, I'm sitting there messing around. I'm getting getting mad, and I'm forgetting about why we're here. Dan was killing Dak today on McAfee. See, that's Dan Orlovsky's whole thing. As Dan Orlovsky said,
can take numbers and skew them any way we want. We often can take numbers and we'll fit them into the narrative that we want to try and paint. And I probably am guilty of this. Can take numbers and skew them any way we want. We often
take numbers and skew them any way we want.
Into the narrative that we want to try and paint. Yeah,
that's Dan Orlovsky's whole thing. He is still, in love with Carson Wentz. Still in love with Carson Wentz. It truly was. Now, it was funny today because, see, here's where it gets. Okay, now listen. I know I've got some Eagle fans that are here as we sit 2 minutes and 53 seconds away from being under 100 days for football. Is that an Eagle fan that talked about worst contracts in the NFC East? That Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott and who else was on there? DeMarcus Lawrence. Their worst contracts in the NFC. It was written by an Eagle fan. Do you really take a lot of credit? I mean, come on. Really? Really? And I'm like, how are the Eagles going to talk when they paid Carson Wentz $35 million to go away? Seriously. Vijay?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Interesting, Vijay. As we sit here 2 minutes and 2 seconds away, let's go through here. Hold on. Let's go here. I think I beg to differ on that one, Vijay. As I go through last year's season, right? We know the Commanders and the Giants weren't over 500. We get that. But you do know that the New Orleans Saints were 9-8, right? 9-8 is a winning season. Bam. Okay. Lost to the Raiders, lost to the Chiefs. Let's see. Eagles made the playoffs. They beat them twice. That's 2 more games right there. New England, that was a winning team right there too. Let's see. Who else was in there? New England. I believe the Chargers, they had a winning record as well. So that's 5 teams that were over 500. 5 teams that were over 500 last season that the Cowboys beat.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Are you crazy or just plain stupid?
Now, as my boy Charles Haley would say, Vijay. All right, 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! We are under 100 days, friends. Under 100 days till the NFL kicks off. Well, Jonathan, you know what? Here's what's kind of funny, though, buddy. Cowboys were 12-5. Pretty much the Eagles had the same schedule that we had. What was their record? What was the record? What was that? And did they beat the Cowboys? Did they beat the Cowboys? That's all I'm going to ask you. That's all I'm going to ask you. Because, see, you Eagle fans, y'all funny. I am the master of clickbait. Well, Samuel, if you think I'm just a clickbaiter, then don't click on me then, man. I mean, come on, man. Listen, it is big news. We are now look at the clock. Look at the clock. 99 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, and the NFL will be kicking that football off to start the season. And we got talk here. So, hey, what's the clickbait about? Big news. That was big. Listen, if you are a true diehard, unless you're a USFL fan, if you're a USFL fan, I can't help you then. You're in good shape then because you got what you wanted. For me, I want to see my players out there. I want to see my players out there on the field competing. I'm tired of talking about the draft. I'm tired of talking about free agency. I'm tired of talking about Cap Boy. I'm sick and tired of talking about that mother humper. I would rather talk about the Dallas Cowboys playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And in 99 days, we'll still be a couple days short of the Cowboys, but we'll be close to it. Alicia, what's up, Alicia Morgan? How are you doing? I know I saw actually Roland's review here. What's up, Roland? You know I like you, Mark. Sam, okay, Sam. I was just checking. I get defensive because I get so many people that just come after me. You know, I love weed. His is on the way, isn't it? I love weed. Your pick went out today. Shout out to you, man. Okay. Mike said, you know what Mike said as he was packing it up yesterday? He said, too bad we ain't got an ashtray ready to send him because I know he could use one when he's passing the Dutchie from the left. Pass the, you know, so you know what we're going to do. I've got more of that apple tree. So you know what? I'll cut some more. So I have it ready. Isaac Martinez, what's up? Shout out to you with the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Take the money out, all of it. Valerie Scott. Boy, you know, see, I realize why you Eagle fans are up in here. Valerie Scott, welcome to the channel. I realize why you Eagle fans are here. Because when you go to Eagle channels, I'm sorry, it's just ugly. So much tension. You know, it might be all the grease from them nasty ass cheesesteaks and stuff, okay? The ladies don't come over on those Eagle channels. See, we got Dallas Cowboy ladies up in here. I know that's why y'all come here because you don't get out much. You don't actually see the sun because you're down in your mama's basement, right? You're down. You're kind of pasty, and when you go out in the sun, it's kind of like and you're not used to seeing ladies. So you come over here and you try and put on this whole bravado that Cowboys stink, you know, and you think that's sexy. You think that's sexy. Oh, cowboy women, they gonna like me because I'm no, they don't. They don't. They're just kind of like, boy, please. But it's cool. You are welcome here because I can always tell you.
Enough is enough. I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Everybody strap in.
I'm about to open some windows. Carson Wentz is going to run the, you know, I'm actually happy that Washington Commanders fans actually have some life to them. Since Washington announced that they're putting a hold on some land in Prince William County, it seems like the Washington fans have actually come to life. I think they're thinking, oh my God, you mean we finally might get rid of that dump? We might actually have a respectable stadium to go see a game at. Nick Caps. Nick. Shout out to Nick. Nick. Keep the faith, buddy. Keep the faith. You know, Nick, you know, you're one of my favorite Washington fans. You know I love you, buddy, but I'm thinking about taking on odds on what game will be the season ender for Carson Wentz. I don't want to do that, but there's a thing about Washington that just destroys quarterbacks' careers. Ooh, Jonathan Sosa says, Jonathan Sosa, are you talking to yourself or is there another Jonathan here? Jonathan, get your ass out of here. Cowboys all the way, boy. I'm trying to see, do we have somebody with multiple personalities or is there a second Jonathan in here? Oh, okay. I would be happy. Okay, there is another. Okay, for a second I thought she had a split personality. William Yates. What's up, William? Preseason first snaps. You know what? I was sitting here while I was waiting to get this thing going. I have an interesting theory here, and I'm going to spring it on you guys here first before I put it in another video. Do I believe Dak wins the ring for y'all? Actually, I do, actually, Vijay. I actually do. Are you an Eagle fan? All seriousness here. Are you an Eagle fan? Do you feel that Jalen Hurts will win you one, or are you a Washington fan? Do you believe that Carson Wentz will win you one? Are you a Giants fan that believes that Daniel Jones is? If you're asking me which one of those four quarterbacks has a better chance, I would say Dak. And I know I'm a homer. There's Gina Thorne. What's up, Gina? Boom. Gina, your piece went out today, too. It's on the way. It's got California, here it comes. It's gone. It's left. It's out of here. Fine. I know she's like, about damn time. I always troll Philly 500 and Cop Pizzle and Rio. Don't worry, Mark. It's funny. Oh, I actually haven't been on them too much. And actually, Philly 500's kind of slowed down. He was sending me pictures of, I can't even think of his name now, Jordan Davis, on a daily basis. But I guess he got tired of that. Or he's not looking good in OTAs, maybe. I don't know. I love weed. Eagles channel, ladies look like beagles. Can't touch our beautiful. You right about that. Shout out to I Love Weed. Yeah, I follow 500. Eagles fan, and yes, Hurts has the right people around him, and if he doesn't have multiple draft picks to replace him. Okay. So you believe that Hurts will win a Super Bowl? Is that, or are you already saying that they have picks already to replace him? And here's the thing, though. Having picks and replacing them are two different things. Just because you have picks does not mean you're going to find a guy that will replace him. Wentz has more weapons than Dak. Okay, if you believe that, Dak's going to struggle. Well, here's why I'm going to tell you that Dak's actually not going to struggle. Because I think you're going to see chemistry. Let me say chemistry with Dak and CD. See, I'm going to say that Dak and CD have really only scratched the surface because it takes time to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you start dating somebody, you get their best side of them. It takes time before the real person comes out. When you start learning, that when they roll over a little bit and kind of shake the rear end, they're about to fart. Okay, so you want to back up away from them because you know what's coming. Okay, you know when you see the look that you done some bad shit because you got to know somebody. And see, when you know those things, it's easier to deal with stuff because you know what's coming. Because you know the other person. And I don't think that Dak and CD have that just yet before this offseason. You're saying, what are you talking about, Mark? What are you talking about? Huh? Well, I think about this. You had CeeDee Lamb get drafted, right? And what happened right after the draft? COVID. NFL teams were doing virtual reality OTAs. You're in your house on a computer listening to those guys, right? What happened? Training camp. No preseason games. Limited training camp, right? And see, typically, and this is for, was it Washington? Oh, the Eagles. Eagles, by the way, the Eagles are scared little biatches, okay, by the way. They're scared little biatches. They're only going to have 6 off-season OTA practices and no mini camp. because they're afraid of getting people hurt. It's no contact. It's not even pads. Y'all worried about getting people hurt in practice? The Eagles are scared little biatches. You only have 6 OTAs, which that's cool. Doesn't give you much time to really work together. So, it's kind of funny because, see, when I grew up, there used to be 6 preseason games. They used to have 6 weeks of training camp for the NFL where they had 2-a-days at a special team practice, and they hit and they tackled. And it's funny because I don't remember as many injuries back then when they were bludgeoning each other to death as we do now. Maybe there's a correlation to having your body ready to go to war. But be that as it may, the Eagles are scared biatches. Back to Dak and CeeDee Lamb. So you had a limited training camp. And once training camp ends, you only have 11 padded practices. Dak played the first 5 games. How much work do you think CD and Dak got that year? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot at all. Dak gets injured. Dak is rehabbing. Dak during the offseason and OTAs is not working out. Dak through training camp. Hurt shoulder. Not playing in preseason games. How much work did Dak actually do throwing and timing with the receivers? Very little. Here comes the season. Your week in football during the season is film session and treatment on Monday. Tuesday's your off day. Wednesday might be your padded practice. You got another practice on Thursday. Cowboys basically have Friday as a recovery day practice. You have a walkthrough on Saturday, and then you play on Sunday. So, how much work, really, did Dak and CD have than last year? They never had actually an off season where they could really work out together. This is the first time. This one right now, because, from beginning of the off season, Dak, rehabbed and everything else, had the shoulder and everything. CD is healthy and all that, put on the 10 pounds, grew that half an inch. And now they're actually working out together through OTAs, hanging out at Dak's house, working on the timing, the routes, and everything else. And see, that is just like when you get the look. And there's several different looks. I'm telling you, when you're in a relationship, you get the look that it's bow, chicka, bow, oh. Okay, it's time to put the kids to bed. Hey. Oh, you get the look that's like, oh, shit, I done something wrong. You don't have to talk to communicate. You can look, you can come to the line of scrimmage and Dak can give this kind of look like that, and he knows exactly what you mean, that you just changed play and communicated with him to do something big. And see, that is when you get time to get to know somebody. And I think that with them doing that this offseason, you're going to see them actually playing much, much better on a different level. You watch. Diggs not better than Slay. He gave up the, Slay, sometimes it's better, Vijay, okay, it's better to be quiet and let people think you're stupid instead of actually saying that you're stupid. Because that's what you actually just did. Because you know what? I love how people will use stuff against the Cowboys in microcosms, but don't use it in totality. So they say the Cowboys, well, you know what? The Cowboys, they blew out the Eagles. They scored 51 points against them and everything else. It was garbage time for Dak Prescott. If it was garbage time for Dak, then what was it for the defense? If we'd have blown the hell out of the Eagles, aren't we playing soft coverages? Aren't we saying nothing deep and nothing cheap? We're going to let you have the ball underneath and make completions. Yeah. Garbage time for cornerbacks. Yes. And I tell you what, Vijay, I'll take his 11 interceptions versus the 3 that Slay had all day, every day. Because, see, here's the thing. Takeaways are gold, buddy. Gold. A takeaway can be a 14-point swing. For example, I remember, because Michael was there too, being up in a box at that toxic waste dump, FedEx Field. For those people that say that Kirk Cousins is better than Dak Prescott, whatever. Oh, well, yeah, well, in comparison to the rest of that dump. But I remember Washington being up by a score late in the fourth quarter. Okay, late in the fourth quarter. Miss Jackie, what's up? Late in the fourth quarter, right? They're in the freaking red zone. They kick a field goal. It's a 2-score game. Game over. And what happens? Kirk freaking Cousins does what Kirk freaking Cousins does. He throws an interception in the end zone. Interception. Okay, all right, cool. The Dallas Cowboys, instead of being down 2 scores and out the game, now have the football march down the field where Alfred Morris finally runs it in for a touchdown. Wow. 14-point swing right there. Bam. Game changer. Game changer. But, you know, I'm cool. Hey, if you believe, yeah, and this is what's cool. You have the right to believe that, you know, Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott. You have the right to believe that Big Play Slay is better than Diggs. You have that right. You have that right. That's on you. But I'm going to say, nah, bro, I don't agree with you. And we can agree not to agree. How about that? Sky High 22, can we win on Thanksgiving this year? I sure hope so, because you know, we better beat the Giants. So if we don't, man, I might have to have a meltdown. I literally brainwashed my family, and we are now Dallas Cowboy fans forever. All right, Dante, I thought you were already one. It's little play, Slay. It's little play. There's Miss Hot Sauce Lola. Oh, wait a minute. There you go, Miss Lola, Miss Hot Sauce. How you doing? There's no evidence that it is true. What's true on that one, Miss Jackie? We got all the ladies up in here. Doesn't matter your talent. You can play like a champion and lose by a miracle simply because it's not your time. You know what, Ernest Montgomery, shout out to you. Truer words have never been said. I also have the right to say CD gets covered by, okay, now and he's going, yeah, you do. And you know what I have? And you know what, Vijay? I also have the right to say.
Situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your mother ass up.
How about that? I got the right to even put you in timeout. How about that one? Hey, because guess what? It's my channel. But, you know, come on back after your timeout's up, okay? Come on back. Because we kid because we love. But, you know, like I said, Vijay, it's cool. It's cool. You know, what's going to be funny is all you Eagle fans, you cockroaches, and you know you are, because you know if the Cowboys beat you, you will not show up. You will go hiding. You'll be a scared little biatch, okay? And you know you will. You're out here pounding your chest when you ain't got nothing to prove. I think I did. I was doing it for fun. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Actually, I deleted the message by accident. But Jay, it's okay. I'm having fun tonight. At some point, you got to have some fun with this stuff. He's still mad that they couldn't draft CD. Yeah, because, Rhaegar, literally, Philly 500 put a video today. Can we trade Rhaegar for anything? I mean, literally, he's ready to fire sale him. Alan Williams. What's up, Alan Williams? What's going on? Coach Merv, we actually came on here because I was so excited. I was so excited because we were at the 100-day mark. And at 8:15 today, we got down to 99. 99 days, 23 hours, 39 minutes, and 12 seconds. We kick off the NFL season. So I wanted to come in and say, hey, everybody, we're under 100 days. Surprise day, Lola, Cowboys I was watching, Pam and Tommy, laugh out loud. Jackie Smith, long time no see, how are you? Eagles GOAT is Nick Foles. And the funny thing is, they were interested in signing Nick Foles. Isn't that kind of crazy to y'all? Hurts will be in trouble and they will realize the dog's on Hurts. Where's Mike at? Mike check. Oh, Mike's over there. He's chilling. He's like, this is my night off. This is not Monday or Friday night. I would take a chance on him with the 7th round pick. It's so funny to me because we have people that say that Dak is under pressure. He's got the most pressure. I can't say that I believe that one. How are you not under pressure with Jalen Hurts knowing that they got 2 number ones ready to use at a moment's notice and I don't have a big contract? Seriously, you can be unemployed real quick. Debo, come home. Well, we'll see. That's just a fantasy that we all have, that we would go through and actually say we're pushing the chips all in trying to win a Super Bowl. But, even though we get that $10 million tomorrow. Wood, Tyron Smith already out with back problems. Dak going to get smoked. Well, actually, I'm not so worried about Tyron having back issues at this moment, because typically this time of year, Tyron Smith is actually in California rehabbing and not anywhere near close to the field. Just saying. Dak's going to ball this year. Healthy Dak, breakout season for Dak. I'm with you on that one, William Yates. I'm telling everybody, you watch. This whole thing of Jalen Hurts is as good as Dak, get the hell out of here. Joshua, who's your team and why are you on this channel? Because they got nowhere else to go, man. They got nowhere else to go. Eagles played to lose, never forget. What's up? Ray, how you doing? Oh, man, Miss Jackie. I'm sorry. Oh, man, prayers to you, Miss Jackie. I didn't know you lost your aunt. We've lost too many people recently. Stacy Schubert lost her sister about 2 weeks ago. Man. Ernest Montgomery, Bengals quarterback, got sacked 100 times in the playoffs and still made it to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to him. Dak, 4,960 yards and 41 TDs. That would be a Dallas Cowboy record if he got the 4,960 yards. He had 4,902, which was one short of Tony Romo's. Bench Elliott, let Pollard. Alexander, pump the brakes on that whole thing of putting Tony Pollard as the featured back. I'm going to tell you, part of the reason why Tony Pollard is so effective is he's not getting pounded into ground. And he's not a between the tackles runner. I tell you what, let me try and do this. Okay. It doesn't matter if I get hit. This is not my regular night anyway, but I'm just going to do this real quick and then get ready to get out of here because I got to.
Pollard out.
Okay. I want you guys to take a look at something here. I want you to, as we change up and watch these highlights here, what I want you to notice is Tony Pollard, his runs are almost always outside. He's not running between the tackles, guys. You see that? He's not a between the tackles runner. He does not have the body that's going to be able to hold up to that pounding. You see that? Outside. He's got one guy he's got to take on, a cornerback. He's not taking on 300-pound defensive linemen that are going to fall on him and break him. You follow me? This is the misconception that people have, that he's going to be, look, where's he going? Outside, 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 outside. Now, if it's me, I will say that Tony Pollard is better suited for doing more 12 personnel. Look, where's he running? Outside, which is great. Don't get me wrong. This is great. And it's not one of those things that it should be an either or. It needs to be both. Look at this. Outside. Outside. Clearly. He'll have one or two that are inside, but most of his big runs are all outside. So if you say, okay, Tony, you're going to get, 20 carries and we're going to also run you up the middle, he's not going to hold up. He's not going to hold up. Look, outside, using his speed. Now, you use 12 personnel. Yeah, I'm okay with you using him more. But I think what you're looking at is increasing his load a little bit and maybe decreasing Zeke's down a little bit more. So you get kind of balance between them. And see, I keep pointing to the Washington Commanders back in the day when they used to have Joe Washington and John Riggins. John Riggins would soften him up and, be the bruising back. Then you throw some speed at him with Joe Washington, and it was a lethal combination. Amen, Mike. Exactly. He's a change of pace back. Miss Jackie, you'll be back on the 16th. I will still be there. We're going to leave Friday night, 12 personnel formation. 2-back set, Kellen Moore needs to use. Look at that. Boom. Kickoff return. Pollard and a pick for Debo. Oh, I'm not sure I would give up Tony Pollard. And it's going to take more than just one pick. But, I'd be willing to give up a first and a third for Debo easily. Kellen Moore needs to use one player over the system football. Away. Sorry, I got too excited there. Yeah, it's easy to get excited. But, you see, look, you see those runs. Now, that was one that was up the middle, but you see the hole that was there. I'm telling you, if Tony Pollard gets hit in the backfield with two big defensive linemen, it's going to be over with. Look at that. Boom. Outside. He can move in traffic. He's got the speed. I've got to go online because I know I've got to see exactly how many I need. I think I'm actually getting like 12 tickets because I know my man Rock said he needs 5. I got all my group that's going and stuff. So yeah, we're going to have a whole tour to ourselves, it looks like. Kellen Moore relies too much on his gimmick plays instead of actually calling plays. I can agree with that somewhat. Tony, getting it, though, breaking tackles like crazy. Yeah, but again, it's outside. Look at it. Screen pass. He moves well in traffic. But sometimes you've got to just pound the rock. How come Alvin Kamara can be an every down back, but Pollard can't? That's absurd. Well, Alvin Kamara was kind of injured this past year, right? You know that, right? And you know that Alvin Kamara actually averaged less yards than Zeke Elliott did this year, right? You know that, right? That I'm just saying, as we go through. Let me go through because see, here's the thing. Alvin Kamara. This is what's. Let me blow your mind away here because you're saying, oh, well, Alvin Kamara kid. Well, Alvin Kamara averaged 3.7 yards this past year and had 898 yards. So Zeke Elliott had 150 more yards than he did, averaged a half more yard per carry. Okay. So you're saying that if we get that production from Tony Pollard, that's better than what we got with Zeke? Am I wrong on that one? And Alvin Kamara has never had a 1,000-yard season. I mean, he's a multi-purpose weapon. And see, he is not the guy who is every down, everything. He's not, he's exciting. He makes big plays, but he's not an every down running back. I'm sorry, just not. So you're doing curls with 5-pound weights while watching. Well, Jack vegetables, eat some more spinach. That'll help you. How much cap you got as of June 1st? We will have $23.397 million tomorrow. How about that? I love Cowboys fans. We're the best on the planet, win or lose. We can still sell out the stadium. We are the most passionate and dedicated fans in the world. D2 Stu, peace, love, and prayers. Alvin does his damage in the passing game. Kamara is better than Zeke. Okay, that's your opinion. But see, I'm trying to understand why y'all think it has to be one or the other, that it has to be Tony Pollard's the starter, or we got to play him more, bench Zeke. No. Use both of those guys. Use both of them. Pound Zeke in the middle and soften up the defense, and then have him have to chase Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Jeez. Have him have to catch Tony Pollard. How's the board coming along? Getting ready to varnish that, actually, probably tomorrow before I leave. So the first one should be out by the weekend, Nick. Pollard is an outside-only runner who gets big plays. Zeke gets those good 1 or 2 yards. Yeah, I agreed 100%. So that's what I have as far as that goes. That's my argument on Tony Pollard being the every down back. I don't think he's an every down back. I just don't. Jack Vegetable, who's lifting those weights, pumping that iron, he's got it right. You're not running up the gut on the Rams or the Bucks. Tony Pollard can get more touches against elite teams like that. Zeke can take hits. Pollard can take a couple. Zeke Elliott needs to fix the damn Butterfingers. Zeke did not fumble much last year. I think Zeke had only 2 last year. It wasn't Butterfingers. It was Butterfingers after he had COVID in 2020. Make sure you get this stuff straight. Don't label somebody unless you're sure exactly what you're talking about. And Eagle fans definitely don't know what they're talking about. Every year I went into the season worried about safeties. Not this year, excited to see. Yeah, we actually have an abundance of safeties primetime. True story, Allen and Geno Smith or Drew Lock. I'm a Drew Lock guy, so I'm hoping Geno gets it. Okay, Eagle of America team. What's up, Eagle of America? You lost how many starting O-line players? 2. Technically, here, and see, Vijay. We already had the replacement for Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins, who missed the whole season the year before and missed 7 games this year, who was not exactly lights out. Terrence Steele is a better tackle than him. Connor Williams, who was the most penalized player in the NFL last year, who on a regular basis got picked up and sat in Dak Prescott's lap. I'm not going to say that is a great loss right there. I'm going to take the rookie, Tyler Smith. I just feel better with him there because he's a mauler. And I feel good about Terrence Steele staying at right tackle. I'm going to say I'm worried about Tyron Smith's health. But I think our offensive line improves, Vijay. But I appreciate the hate, buddy. Because, I can say, you can talk about, you got A.J. Brown and everything else, but I still say you still got Jalen Hurts. You still got Jalen Hurts there, buddy. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. This was just kind of a spur of the moment thing where I wanted to do and say, hey, we're under 100 days now, guys. And so now every morning when you get up and tune into the Jobu Sports Report, you can take a look at that clock and see how the games are getting closer. Funny how y'all losses somehow minimize these replacements you picked up, suddenly diamonds in the rough. The breaking news is we're under 100 days until the season starts. Yay! Woo! Okay. And Vijay, buddy, just make sure if and when the Eagles get their ass kicked by the Cowboys, that you make sure you come on back. Make sure don't be just a fair weather fan. Come in here and take your licking. Breaking news, we are under 100 days. 99 days, 23 hours, 24 minutes, and 20 seconds. And we will start the NFL season. And I'm going to end this show tonight, because this isn't the regular show, with this one.
Coach of the Year, MVP, the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Oh, God, that reminds me. I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Sean Payton, who retired from the Saints after 16 years of coaching. Let's give it up for Sean Payton. Did a great job there. Sean will now return to his true passion, finding a way to take Mike McCarthy's job. So, Greg, is this supposed to be music playing right now?
Ooh, I don't know about that joke, Eli. I mean, look, we all know Keegan is a pro. He nailed the delivery, but might be too much of a thinker.
A thinker? What? Eli, Peyton, guys, what is happening? Are you doing a Manning cast of the NFL honors?
Oh, yeah. ESPN2 has us mic'd up 24/7 now. I haven't gone to the bathroom in 3 days. I'm too shy.
Just pretend we're not here, Keegan. No big deal. Just relax.
Relax. I'm in the middle of hosting a live television show. Okay, all right, I can try. I'll try.
Okay, look, back to that cowboy joke. Eli, what'd you think of it?
Honestly, I felt bad for Dak Prescott in the audience. Can we cut to Dak?
Can we cut to Dak? What, do they have control over the cameras? Sorry, Dak. I'm sorry.
Eli, you're exactly right. I mean, look at Dak. He doesn't know how to react to a Mike McCarthy joke. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Smile? Frown? It's impossible to decide.
That's why I never change my facial expression.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense. That is absolutely brilliant, to tell you the truth. Hey, can we check out that reel of Eli's face not moving?
What? Check out the reel? They're doing... Oh, wow. He never changes his face.
That is good stuff, Eli. I couldn't even tell if you were awake.
That's my brand.
Listen, when we come back, our guest will be Billy Crystal, a man who knows a thing or